Hello there, this is Patricia from Pinky's World, and tonight I am doing sketch number 5 from Kendra's Card Challenge 4, and this is the sketch, and these are the pieces that you get. There's 2 of each design has come out for paper B and paper D, so you just sort of mix one after the other. You add your circles and you can add your wee band across the centre. So I'm going again with cream, very vanilla I should say, for my background, for my base card. And these babies shall be set across here. And I'm going to maybe slightly overlap them. I may or may not need to. I think I will, yeah. So that is the way mine's going to go. I have decided to go with cinnamon cider for the top. So it will sit up here. And I'm going to spread these out so they fit, directly down, and then my wee band is going to go across here. And I'm using this lovely bedazzled paper that was free during Celebration, because I have quite a wee bit of there. I never got a chance to use it as I got it laid on, so that's what I'm using it for. That will sit there, and I've cut 4 wee squares for this. Instead of circles, I'm using, well, rectangles really. I just have chopped up a wee leftover bit of this, and they'll go down here. And the stamp set that I'm going to go with is Elegantly Said. I'm going to use the flower, one up here, or maybe a small one up here and a bigger one down here, and wishing you a wonderful birthday. So let's just put it all together and see how it looks. I'm going to start with this. I cut it out the size it says here. I have just done the design, the bit of embossing, using my embossing board. Just keeping it very simple and very quick. Just put a wee bit of glue. And make sure you've got your opening right. I'm just going to line that up so it's in the center. And then we're just going to work on these. This one is the first one. Whoops. So I'm just starting with my first one so that I can line it up here and have it the same length the whole way down and across the bottom as well, just to keep it nice and straight. And I think I'm going to go, the second one will be here, third one here, and then fourth one here, and you can see it needs squished over ever so slightly. So I'm going to put the last one on now so that I can jiggle the 2 in the center to fit properly. Just again lining it up so it's nice and straight and the same sort of distance from the bottom, hopefully. Like that over. And then just fit your other 2 in between and hope for the best. Keep that there so I can line it up. For actually, I may have just slightly overlapped just to keep me right. Just ever so slightly. Make sure you're straight and go in quick with this one. Should have used my other glue, it gives me a wee bit of time to play about. So, that's not too bad. They all look fairly straight. And then this will be covered by your wee band. So it tells you all the measurements there you need. You don't have to layer that up, but I have decided to just add an extra wee bit of bling, same as it's a birthday card. So use that as your line, just covering it slightly so that you can't see any of those mucky joins. And then we're going to add this to it. This is really thick paper. It is impossible to punch with this card or paper, whatever. It is really heavy. You can hear the noise of it. So don't, I did try to put it through a punch, and it did go through, but I nearly broke the damn thing. So don't punch with it. Unless you can tear away a few layers from the back of it or something, it is very thick card. If you have it. So that is the basis of it now. I've cut the bottom circle, the outer black part there, in the same bedazzled paper, and it's going to go here. And I'm just going to stick it, aren't I? No, actually I'm going to raise it. That's what I'm going to do. Might make it sit easier on the, actually should move those so they're not actually on the bedazzled part, because it might not take too well. So we'll put another one here. Center one probably won't sit either, so we'll move it. So leave that center part if you're using this particular card, so that you aren't tortured. These things are skating everywhere. So try and get that in your center. And then we'll want to do a bit of stamping on our bit here. And we also want to do a bit of stamping for our flowers, so use this. Make sure I've got a bit of scrap somewhere. And use this. Great time to use up your scraps. So I'm going in with the rich raspberry ink, just to tie it in with the background colour here. I didn't want to go with the blackberry bliss because it's a wee bit too dark. And then we're going to cut those out. So I'm not sure if I want to or not, but I'm going to cut these out and come straight back to you. So I've decided to go with more than one this time of the flowers. I just like them the way they were. So I'm just going to pop some dimensionals to raise them up. This one I even kept together, didn't even bother cutting it. Makes life easy, and just add one single one that you covered. So we want to do our sentiment onto this first before we go any further. And the sentiment says, wishing you a wonderful birthday, just out of that same set. So kind of get it in the center. This will just be glued right on top of this, and then we're going to place our flowers around wherever we can. So sometimes it does you good to scrape that with something. If it doesn't stick, if you've stuck it on and you're finding it's coming away again with glittery card, just scratch it off with your cutting knife or your pokey tool or something. Have a wee go at it. Get that in the center. Doesn't want to go in the center, sure it doesn't. Right, so we're going to pop these on and see how they look. So I can afford to bring it in a right wee bit. Bring this one right here. That colour is lovely. I'm really getting to like rich raspberry. So that sort of decorates it up, and then to finish your embellishment end, you need to add the 3 wee bits, which you can add to either side if you want to flip your sketch. You don't have to do it exactly as it is there. can flip it. So I'm going to use the line of that to keep it straight. As I say, it's just a wee bit of the leftover from cutting the band off. And we'll just line that up. And one in the middle then. That was fairly painless now, wasn't it? Whoops. I think it's nice. Nice with that wee bit of bedazzled stuff added to it. Inside, I'm going to go with the same piece of bedazzled paper. You could go around with some of the darker colour if you want. I'm wondering, it's just going to be too bare. I'm going to do a bit of stamping on it and see how it looks. This wee scrap for stamping on. Whoops. I'm going to go to the centre with this. And then we're going to go to either side. Just add a bit. That went a bit lighter, but I actually like it. So do the same at the top. I'm just putting a small word in the centre there, so it doesn't need a lot of space. So that is it. I'm a bit funny about this now. I'm going to have to try and stamp over it. It's only going to bug me. I'm never going to get this right. I'll do my best just to darken it up. It's not too bad. I may have to change that, but I'll not do it now and keep these back. So that is what I was going for, and inside I have chosen the best wishes. Again, get that all straightened up. I'm going to go up a wee bit higher so that I can write who I like to sign inside my cards. So that will stick here. And I just want to check. I think it needs a wee bit of brown, a wee bit of cinnamon behind it. That's probably two. I could just go one wee bit to the side just to carry that colour in. I think that's what I'll do. I think they're all straight, so we'll stick this down. And that saves you having to use a whole sheet of your card. Just get that central. See if we need to move it. That should be fine. Do the same with your glittery bit. And then our last wee bit. And the same again, make sure you have plenty of glue on that so that it catches. And if it comes off, scrape it away. So you're centering this piece, put on your silvery bit. And that is the colours brought in from the front, which keeps it all tan in better. You could have put another bit brown round there. It depends on what like you want. But I'm finished. I'm doing no more. That is it. That is sketch number 5, and I'm really happy with it. I'm loving these papers. Get yourself these papers before they disappear. They are just beautiful to work with. Really beautiful. They're called Blackberry Beauty, and they're lovely. I am in love with the autumnal colours and the golds and really rich papers. Lovely. So that is me finished for sketch number 5, and I'll see you again soon for sketch number 6. Remember, there is 3 brilliant prizes. There is the $50 Pink and Main. There's $50 gift certificate from TLC Designs and $50 gift voucher from Whimsy Stamps. But you have to do the whole 17 cards. So remember, the links are all down below. Go and click on it. Download Kendra's sketches and all the cuts. Get them done, and away you go and start your cards and have lots of fun. I mean, so many people have done 2 or 3 sets already, and this is just the first month, and you have right through to the end of December. So I hope you'll join us, and I look forward to going around seeing your cards, and catch us all later. Bye.